Step into your sacred essence and live the life of abundance and joy. Explore the mystical places of our divine planet. You'll be surprised what you will find. Truth and wisdom of who we truly are and where we come from, and how connected we are to each other, the cosmos, and our majestic divine mother. There are hidden secrets buried deep within these sacred structures, truths long forgotten, which our ancestors knew and thrived upon. They call upon us now to awaken us to our true power and potential, and to the knowing that we're all connected and one with the entire creation. We were never separated to begin with, so be bold and brave and let the truth unveil. Are you ready to receive a world of magic and mystery? Then fasten your seatbelt and take a ride with me on a mystical journey to the sacred site and expand your heart through joyful travel. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all you wonderful people of our beautiful planet. I welcome you wholeheartedly to this stunning sacred event. I'm so excited and delighted to bring this summit to you. My name is Sohi, and I'm the host and creator of a mystical journey to the Sacred Sites Global Summit. I'm so thrilled and excited to share that we have a great lineup of brilliant and high vibrational speakers from a wide variety of backgrounds, expertise, and modalities who will share their own healing and awakening journeys and how sacred sites call them for wild transformations. We have 20 incredible experts who will share their work and research and how they're making a difference to humanity and our planet. It's just a mind-blowing container, as you will see during the course of this week. Yeah, we have experts such as Jocelyn Starr-Feather, who will talk about the art and architecture of ancient Egypt. We have Adam Apollo, whose topic is discovering the secrets of our human origins through sacred sites. And we have Dr. Taria Ward, who talks about when place calls you to itself. And we have Dr. Veselka Nikolova, who talks about the DNA, the sacred site within you. So she shares a doctor's scientific and metaphysical perspectives on DNA. It's just amazing what we have for you this week. And you'll see during the course of the week that the topic of Egypt keeps coming, is a recurring topic of this event. So it just goes to show that Egypt, the ancient Egypt culture, and all the majestic pyramids and temples that have hidden secrets and deep, deep wisdom awaiting for us. So you'll hear the speakers share the beautiful wisdom of these ancient sites and structures. And I've heard our speakers tell me that Egypt is really upcoming now, so which shows that the hidden is coming to light. And we have so many people now interested, or have a calling to come to Egypt. So there's definitely some magic, deep wisdom, deep knowledge waiting for all of us in those beautiful, majestic temples and pyramids of Egypt. So, yeah, I'm just excited for all of you that the wealth of knowledge, the speakers will share with all of us during the course of this week. So why did I decide to create this summit? Well, this has a lot to do with my own awakening journey. My spiritual awakening happened back in 2009 without me actually realizing it, at the time. I believe angels were helping and guiding me in certain situations. For example, in the summer of 2009, I was at our local swimming pool and I slipped into the pool with my son, who was 2 years old at the time. And, I was holding him and I slipped into the pool. and I lost my balance. I was unable to find my balance. With my son tightly clutched to my side. I was struggling to get out of the pool, to get to the side and to grab the side and pull myself up, but I couldn't manage. I was under the water, I would say, for a good minute or so, or a minute and a half. And I was more fearful actually for my son. I could manage, but I was really fearful for my baby. Then out of the blue, a hand pulled me out. I looked at the stranger who had rescued me and really thanked her wholeheartedly. But the woman just smiled and walked away. How strange, I thought, that she didn't even stop to ask how I was and how my son was doing. I thought if somebody rescues you, they would sit with you for a couple of minutes just to comfort you, to ask you if you're okay, if you need anything, if the baby's okay. But no, she just smiled and walked away. And then, just in that split second, a friend of mine and some other ladies who were there, they came rushing towards me and asking me, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And of course, my 5-year-old daughter was also there and also was very worried for us, very distressed. Yes. Oh, and so I went home that evening and I was sitting down, just contemplating, just reliving the whole story, the whole scene was coming into my mind. And I just kept thinking, like, why didn't this lady tell me her name, sit down with me, and just ask, you know, how I was? I mean, it was just strange that somebody helps you, rescues you, and then just walks away. So I was staring out of the window, looking at the forest, and then suddenly it clicked that, oh my God, that was a special being. That was actually my angel. Yeah, my spirit guide who was there waiting to help me. And since then, I've learned that we have a group of spirit guides always with us who are there, looking out for us. And there, if we want help, we need to reach out to them because normally, they don't help until they're asked to help. So I would really urge you that if you're ever in a distressful situation or an emergency, please call out to your spirit guides. They're around you all the time, just awaiting your instructions for help. Yeah. Then later that year in November, I experienced what seemed like a miracle. I saw lights dancing around in the forest from the terrace of the flat where I stayed. It wasn't, I stepped out. I looked out the window and I saw these lights. So I decided to step out onto the terrace, onto the balcony. And it turned out that it just wasn't one light, but 3 lights dancing around playfully in a cosmic dance. It was like a beautiful dance they were doing. And I just, again, I was in awe, I was in wonder and thought, what does this all mean? What is this? What is this phenomena? And, but, a thought came into my mind. I thought, okay, maybe it's, how you get those floodlights from fairgrounds. So I thought maybe there's a fairgrounds happening in town and the lights of the fairground are coming through. But then I thought, no, like, don't be silly because the town is actually 4 or 5 kilometers away from where we're living. And there's no way these, if there was a fair happening in town, the floodlights would reach this far into, in the middle of nowhere. So that I dismissed that thought. And yeah, I was just in awe. And to be honest, I never understood what this phenomenon was all about at that time. However, years later, I realized that these lights were orbs or light beings, and they had a message for me at that time in 2009. But to this day, I still don't know what the message was, or at that time. I'm still searching. I'm still going deeper within to now to be more aware, more conscious, and deeply listen to the messages that come from the universe. So I continued my life in the corporate world, working 9 to 5 as a product manager, not really understanding or knowing my greater life purpose. But deep in my soul, I knew I am here for something more, something bigger. So the search for my soul purpose began. It was in 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, that I, like so many others, started some serious soul searching. During the lockdown, I started looking within to make sense of all the chaos happening around us on a global scale. And, just wondering, yeah, what is going on? What is this all about? The COVID-19 pandemic, the lockdowns, why are we made to stay indoors and be isolated from everybody else, from our families, from our friends, from our loved ones? So yeah, 2020 was a year to develop a clear vision. And it was also a time when I was going through personal turmoil. My marriage started to break up. Yeah, there was a lot of things happening personally. And I guess the universe was helping me to break away from the narcissistic and abusive relationship that I was in. Yeah, sometimes, I now look back and wonder, why did I put up with all that for almost 20 years? I guess, like a lot of us, we put up with things because we don't know anything else, right? We've always been taught that to live small, to be small, to act small, never live to our greatest potential. So, me personally, that's the way I was brought up, always to think small and never seen, never heard. And, being a girl growing up in an Indian family, yeah, my parents were, a very orthodox, old-fashioned, and girls, even today, unfortunately, in some parts of India, are considered, like, yeah, second-class citizens, don't have a voice, unfortunately. So it's the programming that we've grown up with, right? That that makes us live in survival mode. That we lose our worth. We don't know our own self-worth. We feel we're not worthy. We're not worthy of more. That this is the only thing, that we can expect from life. So I was living in survival mode, and it was better to be in the status quo than to take a leap into the unknown, which can, for a lot of us, be very scary to take that jump into the unknown. But what life has taught me is we need to be bold and courageous and take that leap into the unknown, because that's where the magic happens. And always remember, there is a bigger reason why things work out as they do, especially if you have a higher calling in this lifetime. And I truly believe that I have a higher calling in this lifetime. And that's why in 2020, my world was turned upside down, topsy-turvy. It was like a tsunami had hit me. And yeah, and I love this quote from Rumi. He says, "Forget safety, live where you fear to live, destroy your reputation, be notorious." So I really invite you all to forget safety, be fearless, and live not to survive, but to thrive. Reach for the stars and beyond, because you know what? You all have infinite potential. Therefore, I decided in 2020 to start living consciously and in awareness, and living to thrive, not to survive, but to thrive. So I participated in courses at the Sustainable Global Leadership Academy and took courses and coaching with Jocelyn Starfeather to gain clarity on my soul mission. Additionally, I had astrology readings with Jocelyn, and voila, it became clear that I am not here to work for others, but to open my own business, a business aligned with who I am and my core values. And some of my core values are: I love adventure, and I have a passion to help and serve humanity, and our great spiritual mother, Gaia. That's the idea to create a summit based on sacred sites journeys was planted in my heart. I've also in the last month had a soul blueprint reading with Dr. Veselka Nikolova, who is also a speaker at this beautiful event, and she talks about DNA, the sacred sites within you. So a doctor's scientific and metaphysical perspectives on DNA. So during our session, I discovered that my core essence or my gifts that I've been born with are that of divine love and divine truth. And that is exactly what the sacred sites and our beloved Pachamama teaches us, right? The truth of who we truly are and how connected we are in the web of life and the web of unconditional love. So that's why I guess I created the summit, for love, for truth, and for peace for all sentient beings on our inherently divine home. And it has been such an amazing and transformational journey for me. And I believe the start of a journey that will lead me to greater service for the greater good of all. These the sacred sites journey and journeying with groups to sacred sites, I just hold dearly to my heart. As I mentioned, I love serving. I love helping others. I'm a very compassionate person. That's where the divine love comes from. Very compassionate. I'm an empath. I can really feel for others when others are down. So I have this, this great intuition that I can tap into other people's feelings and really feel what they're going through. So the compassion is another reason. I've created this sacred space, and I've created my business to journey to sacred sites, to learn from the wisdom of the sacred site, and so much knowledge, gifts awaiting there for us if we only truly listen. And on top of that, I have all the planets in my birth chart supporting me for the next few years. So it is time for me to take the leap to the next level. Hence, I was nudged by the universe to create this beautiful and divine space for all of us. I've had tremendous mentorship and guidance from my mentor and coach, Jocelyn Starfeather, who has been creating successful soulful summits for many years. And as already mentioned, she is one of the speakers at this event. So look out for her beautiful topic, the art and architecture of ancient Egypt, pathways and portals to a highest consciousness. That will be aired later today. So look out for that beautiful talk with Jocelyn Starfeather. Yeah, so I've over the last 6 months, I've learned that the power of the sacred sites is immense and so incredible. You know, you'll hear our experts talk about how the pyramids and temples in Egypt are still alive and ignite an awakening and transformation of our physical, mental, and spiritual bodies. People have had profound life-changing experiences by visiting the sacred places around the globe. And the healing they have experienced is just mind-blowing in some cases. I also feel that a community service can be integrated, you know, when we travel to these sacred sites. For example, last year I visited a Sikh temple in England with a very good friend of mine. And this was a test run of the journeys I plan to offer going forward. And my friend was a guinea pig. She made a great guinea pig, by the way. We went to a Sikh temple in Kent, in England. And for those of you who don't know anything about Sikhism, it's one of the youngest religions in the world, and it was founded by the first guru of the Sikh faith, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and the actual community or people, as you know them today, were baptized, were created around 300 years ago by our 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. You'll recognize the Sikhs, especially the Sikh men who wear turbans, and Sikh women have very long hair, and so that's how you recognize the Sikh community. So we went to this temple, which is the biggest Sikh temple or Gurdwara outside of India. And my objective was to go and serve in the community kitchen and experience the profound healing and joy that comes with selfless service. The community kitchen, or langar hall, as it's called in Punjabi, is a concept which was founded by the first guru of the Sikh faith, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And the purpose behind it was that food is to be shared with everyone, regardless of religion, creed, caste, ethnic background, etc. And in the langar hall, everyone sits on the floor to eat the meals, indicating that we're all equal. You know, we're just one with the whole. So this signifies actually the concept of oneness, everyone being the same. And there is no one higher or lower in status in a community kitchen, in the Sikh faith, in fact. I love this concept of the langar or community kitchen. It's just so joyful to see a group of volunteers, working together, cooking together, preparing meals together, cleaning, washing the dishes. It's just gives you a sense of belonging and a sense of community. My friend was also flabbergasted with the number of volunteers that just kept coming and going throughout the day, to help with the preparation of the food. And this service is available 24/7, by the way. So anybody's welcome, as I mentioned, regardless of religion, your faith, your ethnicity, your cultural background. you can come into a Sikh temple anytime and have a meal, for free. And you're welcome to donate at the temple, but nobody asks you for any money or forces you to pay for the meal. So it's really one of the most beautiful concept of Sikhism, this selfless service. So yeah, me and my friend, we helped out in the kitchen by chopping kilos of onions, vegetables, rolling the chapatis and stirring, cooking, cooking the meals. Yeah, it was just amazing that as we were chopping the onions, not a teardrop came from our eyes. I mean, normally when I'm chopping onions at home, I'm like, there's rivers flowing down my face, but at the temple, not a teardrop. So we thought, wow, these are magical onions. There's something special, sacred about these onions that they don't even make you cry. Instead, they make you smile, they make you laugh. So yeah, it was just a profound, profound experience where I, wanted to share this beauty, this joy with my friend. And another one of my objectives is to, when I go to these sacred sites, I want to learn, I want to bring back the knowledge back home to my communities and help my communities, at home. How can I bring this knowledge back, bring this service of the Langar Hall back home and help my community, where I'm living, in the land where I'm living. So it's all about starting, with being the ripple, right? Having a ripple effect. I mean, if we start something, it's like if we heal ourselves, we heal others, we heal the collective, which in fact then ripples out to our great mother, to Pachamama. And I love this quote by Seamus Heaney. He says, "I have begun to think of life as a series of ripples widening out from an original center." How beautiful is that? So, we can all make a change, make a difference to our world. It just needs to start with one person, which will then have this ripple effect on others, on our Divine Mother, on the whole, because we're all connected to each other, to the great above, to the great below, to everything, to the creation of life. Yes, I feel very deeply connected to the earth and have a passion to help Pachamama, Mother Gaia, heal and thrive by leading individuals and groups on sacred journeys to raise the collective vibrations and frequencies. I profoundly believe that the time has arrived of the Great Awakening, which means we as a collective are ready to create a new abundant earth where every sentient being can thrive and live joyfully in cooperation and harmony. So let's join hands in sacredness and build a new world filled with love, joy, and peace and abundance for all living beings. Yeah, so here I'd like to talk about my free gift, which I have for you all. So let me just share a presentation that I prepared. Okay. So my free gift to you is I'm offering a live presentation, a webinar on the 17th of July. So coming up in a couple of weeks at 6 p.m. Central European Time, which is 5 p.m. GMT or UK British time, and 11 a.m. Eastern or New York time. So I hope you will be able to make it. That sort of fits everybody's schedule. So basically, I want to talk about my upcoming tours for this year, later this year in Q4. So I'm planning a couple of journeys to sacred sites, and this is the Zoom link for the presentation, which is available on the link below this presentation. So if you just look at the information, the details below this presentation, you'll see the time, the date and the time, and the link. So mark your calendar, 17th of July. I'll also be sending everybody a reminder closer to the time, so you will get a reminder. So don't worry if you don't mark your calendars right now. So you'll be getting a reminder, and I really, really hope that you'll be able to make this presentation. So just to give you a sneak preview of the trips that I'm planning. So the first journey is to Damanhur, which is a beautiful spiritual community who have built these amazing, majestic temples in the hills, in the mountains, in northern Italy. It's just so amazing, and they call these temples the temples of humankind. Yeah, it's I'm sure it will be a beautiful, beautiful experience. Yeah, when we all go there. So, and also I've heard from some wisdom keepers that the mountains where these temples are built are actually energetic point, where the ley line. There are apparently 3 ley lines of the earth which cross over this land where these temples, this community is built. And so you can imagine where these energetic points, come together, the magic that's available there, the synchronicities that happen there, and the healing that we can experience in such a place. Yeah, must be incredible. So I'm really looking forward to leading a group tour there. I haven't been there myself either, so I'm just so excited and thrilled to be able to go there as well. Yeah, for the first time. So I'm really, really excited about this trip. And the second journey will be towards the end of the year, is to the Golden Temple in Amritsar in northwest India in the region of Punjab. I'm planning this with a spiritual healer in Mumbai. I've connected with her, and we've been talking about doing a journey there. And again, this will be such an amazing, magical experience. The Golden Temple, or Harmandir Sahib, is known for its beauty and sheer magnificence. And again, it's another powerful, energetic point, on our planet. So a beautiful sacred site. I've been there a couple of times in my life, and yeah, I can tell you the magic, the healing that one experiences there. It's just out of this world. Yeah, I can't describe it. As soon as you enter the gates into the premises of this beautiful, majestic temple, there's the chills go through your body, and a lot of healing happens. So words cannot explain. You just have to feel it. You have to feel the energy and the sacredness of these beautiful sites. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to talking more about these sites, about my journeys to you all. And I hope you all will be able to make it. So 17th of July 6 p.m. Central European Time, 5 p.m. British UK time, and 11 a.m. Eastern time. So on that note, I would like to close off with wishing you all many, many hours of joyful listening, learning, and healing within and without. I hope you will be inspired and transformed by the high-level conversations with that incredible and highly vibrational speakers. And please don't forget to claim the free gifts our speakers are offering. Yeah, so make sure, you claim your free gifts by the speakers. They're offering you amazing treasures and gems. So don't forget to click on the links available beneath all the presentations. And I hope you can, make use of all the tools, the techniques, the wisdom, the knowledge that will be shared in this container, and implement that, integrate that into your daily lives to create more joy, peace, harmony, and abundance for yourself, for your families, and your communities. And remember, your transformation will have a ripple effect on Pachamama. And finally, I would just like to close off with this beautiful quote from Molly Friedenfeld. Your heart is where your inner light resides. It is part of every sacred journey to reconnect with your inner light. Step into your divinity. Spread the light of love before you. Return to the essence of love and inspire others to do the same. I wish you love, joy, peace, and abundance. And again, wishing you a magical and transformational journey in this beautiful sacred container. Namaste, everyone.